So you're thinking about starting a business in the Philippines, but maybe you're not quite sure where to begin. Yeah, it can feel like a lot. Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that confusion and lay out a really clear step-by-step roadmap for any foreigner looking to launch their new venture. Let's dive in. First things first, let's start with a piece of advice that really hits the nail on the head. Your initial business setup, it's exactly like the foundation for a house. Getting this part right from day one is probably the single most important thing you'll do, because if you mess this up, everything you try to build on top of it could just crumble. Okay, so where do you even start laying that foundation? Well, it begins with the first big decision you have to make, the first real fork in the road, choosing your business type. This is a big one because it pretty much dictates the path for everything that comes next. Now, in the Philippines, you've basically got three main options for a business structure. Just three. But here's the thing. For a foreigner, the choice is actually even simpler than that. Let's see which ones are really on the table for you. And this table here makes the decision pretty much for you. See that first one, sole proprietorship? Notice who it's for. Filipino citizens only. So, as a foreigner, you can just go ahead and cross that one right off your list. That leaves you with two solid options, a partnership or a corporation. And here's a really critical piece of wisdom. You might hear people talking about, workarounds or tricks to get around the rules. The advice from people who've been there is crystal clear. Just don't do it. Trying to find shortcuts usually leads to massive legal and financial headaches down the road. The only smart way forward is the official way, a legit partnership or corporation. All right, so you've decided to go with a partnership or a corporation. Awesome. Now for the fun part, right? How do you actually bring it to life? Let's walk through the 5-step path to get your business on the books officially. This is the big question, isn't it? The whole process can seem super intimidating from the outside, but the good news is it's not some kind of confusing maze. It's actually a pretty clear sequential path. You just got to take it one step at a time. So let's walk through it together. Here it is, the whole journey laid out. Step 1, and this is so important, use Start Local. Go to your local government unit, your LGU, to find out their specific requirements. Step 2, you head over to the DTI to lock in your business name. Step 3 is a big one, get your tax number from the BIR. Be patient here, this can take a little time. Then Step 4 sends you right back to where you started, the LGU, for that final mayor's permit. And last but not least, Step 5, you open that business bank account. You get through these 5 and congratulations, you are in business. Okay, we just threw a few acronyms at you, right? LGU, DTI, BIR. It can feel a bit like alphabet soup when you're first starting. So let's quickly break down who these key agencies are so you know exactly who does what. First up, LGU. That stands for Local Government Unit. Basically, just think of it as your local city hall or municipal office. They're your first stop and your last stop in this registration dance. And since rules can be slightly different from city to city, checking with them first is absolutely non-negotiable. Next, you've got the DTI, the Department of Trade and Industry. This is a national-level agency. Their main job, at least for you right now, is to make your business name official. This is the step that makes sure no one else can use the name you've chosen. It's legally yours. And finally, the BIR, which is the Bureau of Internal Revenue. This is the big one, the National Tax Authority. Every single business has to register here to get an official tax number. To put it simply, you cannot operate a legal business without the BIR's blessing, period. All right, that was a whirlwind, right? We've gone from business types all the way through the 5-step registration. So let's just take a breath and boil it all down to the absolute key things you need to remember. If you walk away with anything, let it be this. 1, your initial setup is everything. It's your foundation. Get it right. 2, as a foreigner, your choices are simple: partnership or corporation. That's it. 3, the registration process is a clear path. Follow the steps in order. 4, always, always, always check with your local LGU first. And 5, get to know your agencies. LGU for local stuff, DTI for your name, and BIR for your taxes. So there you have it. A clear, direct guide to get you started. The path is laid out. The steps are defined. You've got the map. The only question left is, what are you going to build?